Today, I'm going to show you the new way of setting up SEO on Shopify, because now with more than 50% of people using AI to search, the old way of trying to rank #1 on Google to get that click just doesn't really work anymore. But the good news is AI still gets its information from websites, and it actually recommends those websites in its answers. So if you can be one of the ones that it recommends, then you can still get that click. This new approach to SEO is called GEO, and today I'm going to show you exactly how to set it up on your Shopify product page step by step. And if you like this tutorial, I've actually got more linked in the description to show you how to set it up on the rest of your website. We're going to be using this running shoe product page as an example. Let's get started. Okay, step number 1 is content research, because AI can only recommend your website if your website answers the questions people are actually asking. There are tools available where you can research what those questions are. The one that I would recommend is UBERSUGGEST, because first of all, it's the most affordable one out there. And if you use the link in my description, you can get access to a 7-day free trial. Sign up to that, and once you're in, open the Keyword Ideas tool. This is where we're going to find your primary keyword. So if you don't know what a primary keyword is, it's basically the main topic. For our running shoe product page, we're just going to search up running shoe, and it'll generate a bunch of keywords that are related to running shoes. I would recommend choosing one that genuinely represents what your product is about and what it does, and also has a high search volume with low to medium difficulty. I'm going to choose running shoes for flat feet. And again, just make sure your keyword actually applies to your product. So if my shoe wasn't suitable for flat feet, then obviously I shouldn't choose it. Once you've found your keyword, just copy it. We're going to paste it into the AI Prompt Ideas tool. This feature actually shows you real prompts people are typing on ChatGPT. How cool is that? Choose around 6 that you think your product would be a genuinely good answer for. So for example, if my running shoe is made from breathable materials, then this prompt about breathability would be a really good one to pick. Little pro tip, just make sure that each prompt covers a different aspect of your product. So that way you can answer a wider range of questions and your product page looks a lot more knowledgeable. Step 2 is creating and organizing your product page content. Because yes, AI does want to find an answer, but a billion different websites could have it. So instead of pulling information from any random website out of the billions, AI would look for the subject matter expert. And one of the biggest way it decides that is by looking at how clearly your content is structured. If your product page explains things in a well-organized way with easy-to-read sections, AI sees that as higher quality content, and you instantly become more recommendable. I've created a couple of prompts you can use to help you come up with these sections. Just enter the list you picked into this part of the first prompt and add more information in the blanks right here. Then paste the whole thing into ChatGPT or any of your favorite AI tools, and it should give you a list of section titles that you can use for your product page. Then paste in those into the second prompt to generate the actual paragraphs for each section. Just make sure to include your tone of voice and some key information about your product, so that way the content it spits out is unique to you. Now you've got your paragraphs, but we can't stop there, because Google can actually tell if AI has written your content for you, and it's a huge no-no for them. So make sure you do this next step. Take one of the paragraphs you've just generated, run it through Quillbot's AI detector tool. I'm glad I did that because it fully detected AI written content. So I'm just going to take some time tweaking it manually and run the test again just to check. It passed, thank God. But if you're too lazy to write, Quillbot actually has this AI humanizer tool you can use. but I find that it's not always reliable. What you can do is just let it do the heavy lifting for you and just make your own tweaks after that. Finally, we're going to add this content to your Shopify products page. Even though we've only prepared the content for one of your products, we can actually set it up in a way that's reusable for all of them. And the reason why we want to do this is because AI likes it when your website is structured in a consistent way. To do that, I like to use something called meta fields. It's just a way to add custom sections to all your Shopify products. You can create them under settings, meta fields, products, and create a meta field for each section we came up with earlier. Just name each one exactly as your section title, and then choose multi-line text. And when you're done, hit save. Then just repeat the same process for each section. After that, let's go back to your product and scroll all the way down. And you'll see the meta fields you just created here. And now we're just going to paste in the actual paragraphs into each corresponding field. So if you checked your product page now, none of the paragraphs are going to show yet because we need to link those meta fields to your product template. So open your product template by clicking on this little eyeball icon and just add a new section. You can choose anything that you like, but I'm just going to choose multi-row here just to keep this tutorial simple. Now you can type your heading straight in and then click on the dynamic source icon for the paragraph and choose the meta field that matches that heading. And just repeat it for every section and play around with the settings to get the best aesthetic. Once you're happy with it, just hit save. Now, when you preview it, that's it. You've just made your first GEO optimized product page. Okay, I hate to do this to you, but we're not done yet because you might want to check if your website is even visible to AI. You can actually do that using UBERSUGGEST's AI visibility tool. For example, here's a website I'm currently working on, and according to UBERSUGGEST, it's leading in its category when it comes to AI visibility. If you want to check yours, make sure you sign up to UBERSUGGEST and enter your website URL, and you can get your visibility score in just a few seconds. If your score is lower than where you'd like it to be, then it's probably a sign that your store needs some of its SEO fundamentals tuned up. That's because AI search doesn't see your page the way you and I do. It relies on your page's text, structure, and code to understand what's actually on it. Setting up some basic SEO actually helps AI read your site more correctly. I've got a full tutorial series linked in the description to walk you through the basic SEO fundamentals. Just click the video linked right here, and I'll see you there.